the recurring theme that we want to get at, and that is coming out, is that the Emergencies Act is an act of last resort, and it wasn't needed because there were other measures available. So I just pulled it up because I want to quote it accurately. The Act says the emergency, quote, cannot be effectively dealt with under any other law of Canada, end quote. So I think it's pretty clear already that there are other laws like the exclusion zone and the provincial emergency powers were there. We have things from former Chief Slowly. We have quotes from Mr. DeGrand in Alberta saying that the issue was logistics, not legal authorities. And so I think there's an argument to be had about what that word effectively means in that part of the law, effectively dealt with under any other law of Canada. So I suppose if I was putting myself in the shoes of the lawyers for the government of Canada, the argument would be something like it wasn't being effectively dealt with. And so that's why the federal government had to step in. I think that argument poses issues for the federalism issues. I mean, if a provincial government is deciding to take a certain strategy in dealing with a situation, they have a certain degree of authority in doing that. And so their unwillingness to take certain actions, I would argue, isn't a justification for the federal government then to just step in and decide what's going to get done. But that's a legal argument that's going to have to be had. Yeah, and I'll add in onto that point of the laws being available. I think our position is in agreement with Prime Minister Trudeau's in his call with Premier Ford that came out in Mr. Honner's cross-examination. They had a call together, and in the Prime Minister's view, at least as of February 9th, he said, you don't need more legal tools. The protesters are breaking laws. They're parked illegally. Enforce those laws. So that would be, I think, a pretty strong argument for why the Emergencies Act wasn't necessary.